Hey everybody, this is Brandon from Archery Country here. Today we're going to be looking at the 2022 Hoyt RX-7 bow. Hoyt did some really nice changes this year on their bows. At first glance, just the look of it is quite a bit different. So they redesigned the riser. It's a real clean, simple look to it. They also lighten it up, so it's back down to 3.9 pounds this year, which I think for most guys looking for a carbon bow, everyone's liking that, being a little lighter again. They have their inline system, which means you can run their Picatinny rail for a sight. They have their integrated option here for any type of integrated rest. And then they redesigned their quiver brackets to fit their new stretch quivers, which if you haven't seen those, you should check them out. They're a pretty neat quiver system on how you can attach, detach them, redesigned on the quivers there altogether. So this bow comes in at 30 axle to axle with a 6 1/4 inch brace height, speed rating at 342. And again, it's a little lighter again this year at 3.9. Overall, the bow is just a really solid shooting bow. I think it's probably the quietest and the most dead feeling in the hand that Hoyt's ever built. Another thing that I really like, their new Vital Point grip. It's a little bit new material that they have around here, and then they changed the angle of the grip and just gives it a really solid feel. Something that's very repeatable in the hand. So we're gonna head down on the range, we're gonna shoot the bow a few times and run some speed checks with it here with some different weighted arrows. All right guys, we are down on the range. Got 4 different arrows at 4 different weights that we're gonna run through the chrono here, kind of give you an idea of some of the speeds that you might be able to expect out of the bow. So again, this is the RX-7. I've got it set at 28 inch draw and 70 pounds and 85% let off. So we're gonna grip and rip some of these through here. So this one is the 350 grain arrow. So that one came in at 311. Now we have 414 grains. $292. Now we're gonna step up to 464. $277. And then lastly, we're gonna run an arrow here. This one's 504 grains. So 504. All right, we got 266 out of that one. I'm gonna change the bow here to 30 inch draw, and then we're gonna run those same arrows at 30 inches to give some of the guys with longer draws an idea of what they could expect. All right guys, we've got it switched over to 30 inch draw, still at 70 pounds and 85% let off, and we're starting with a 350 grain arrow here. So we got 335. As you can tell, I'm not a 30 inch draw. Normally I shoot 27 and a half, so this is a little long for me. So 335 feet per second with the 350 grain arrow, we've got 335 feet per second. Now we're at the 414 grain arrow. So we got 311 feet per second. So now we're gonna be bumping up to the 464 grain arrow. So we got 295 feet per second. And then lastly, we're going up to the 504 grain arrow. So we got 285 feet per second with a 504 grain arrow. All right guys, my overall thoughts on this bow for Hoyt this year, they did an awesome job. It's one of the smoothest, quietest shooting bows, dead in your hand, that anybody is making right now. Make sure you get into one of our stores and check them out. They just did a lot of great things with the grip and then some of their accessories, the new look of it. But get into one of our stores, shoot it, check it out. I think you're gonna be impressed. If you have any certain things that you would like us to do on some of these bow reviews, leave it in the comments below. Otherwise, hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you next time.